Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. I do have some messages from the Arcturians again today, and I've got my handy notes because I don't want to miss anything, you guys. You might feel like you're at rest right now. That's what I've got here, okay? You might be feeling like you're at rest. There's a massive potential buildup happening once again. Now, the winter storms, which many of you know that are in effect in the United States right now, the Arcturians actually made a correlation between this massive rest and those storms. Okay, it's really like, I think, one big storm that's sweeping across. It's bringing snow and ice, and this is what the Arcturians said. The winter storms in effect and also brewing are actually part of this deep freeze energy. It's a direct reflection of the building quantum energy, which will then translate into physical kinetic energy, which of course creates motion, everybody. So here's what the Arcturians are saying. I'll quote some, but I'll try to paraphrase a lot, okay? Because it's kind of verbose what they're saying. But they're saying, you see, the quantum energy on the one hand will precipitate, is the word they used, this motion of creative circumstances and conditions across the planet that will reflect more recent desires of the people as a whole, okay? Because the desires of the collective are shifting, especially conscious desires, okay? Things manifest, and that also means collective co-creative desires as well. They happen first in the non-physical, in the ether, in our higher self collective, and then our human energetic collective. And things are always moving. Groups are always in motion, okay? Groups shift. You can be a part of one group and also a part of another group at the same time. By group, what they're really referring to is perhaps, a political ideology, perhaps religion, perhaps a region, a race, a creed, anything. It can be anything, you guys, anything that separates you off into a little micro collective, a cluster of people. That's the word they actually gave me, was cluster. All right. And so what's happening is many of the lines that have been between these groups, they are, even though it may not always look like it, especially since we're still having these political seasons and all of that, okay? It's not going to look like it just yet. But these lines are blurring. They're beginning to blur like they haven't blurred in thousands of years, actually. Thousands, okay? Tens of thousands. I wanted to say it, but they came in like it's tens of thousands. Say that so you really understand what's going on here, okay? And so these lines will begin blurring, and yes, it's going to trigger a lot of things to come to the surface first, right? They're going to come to the surface and show themselves for everyone to see as the lines begin to blur. So many things have happened in the non-physical. They're coming into the physical, and this is yet another shift. There are going to be many of these. So they're saying with this shift, there is something happening on the quantum level. All right. And what's happening on the quantum level is precipitating this motion of creative circumstances and conditions that are basically going to reflect a newer desire for this entire collective at a conscious level. Now, the kinetic buildup is going to precipitate the motion required to produce the physical results. Kinetic energy correlates to the physical, you guys. It can be seen and interpreted, dissected, and studied with physical science, 3D science, okay? Those tools are shifting, by the way. So the tools are shifting to the point where the study of non-physical, things of a non-physical, etheric, quantum and beyond, right? Nature, those tools are being more recognized. So you're going to see more of that. But right now, they're going to refer to this kinetic buildup, which is correlating with the quantum energetic activity. And so this is going to produce tangible results for the collective within the physical reality. That's going to have to do with physical institutions, the way that people, they even said the word policed. I didn't want to say it. but I don't think they mean it that way. There was confirmation to the way people are dealt with in terms of law. Okay, let's put it that way, because they don't mean policed. That's such a negative word. They mean that to a degree, though. Okay, will affect that. But overall, it's just the way that things are litigated, perhaps, or decided, or within those types of judicial structures across the board, though. That's going to vary. That's going to vary from the United States to Australia to somewhere else, from modern civilizations to more remote civilizations that we don't hear about in our media, right? So any media that would reach me might not hear about that, believe it or not. These things exist. Okay, there are many things that if you're tuned into what we like to call mainstream media, you're not going to understand what might be happening in those collectives accurately. All right. So this is why it's important to develop your, we're going to call it the third eye. Okay, your intuition, your connection to your own spark of God. And so therefore your connection to your creator, right? That's going to signal you into what's really happening, what to trust and what not to trust. So this buildup of energy is going to translate into some tangible results that we will see. How long this will take? Some things will take not long at all. Okay, I heard shift in an instant. Other things will be more gradual, but it is happening. That's the point. It is happening. When you're feeling these deep freezes, they are providing space for this potential to build and for this quantum creativity to occur. Okay. And so that non-physical creation can translate into the physical. Now, the Arcturians are saying, keep going. You are reaching a point of mastery within this ongoing process. That's how they put it. Reach within your minds to your highest potential for joy. They want to remind you. Reach for joy, reach for balance, reach for ease. These things are going to really help to create this faster, create this with more ease. Okay, it's going to make you feel better. It's going to make your experience just very, very fruitful. And you're here to do this. This is what you came to do, and you are doing it, okay? Remember to come through the frequency of your hearts. It's a very important thing, again, so that you can discern truth from distortion or manipulation. Not that you should be worried or scared about it. We're at the point now, just have the knowledge. Come out of fear. Fear is the opposite of the place you want to go. Fear is the opposite of love. Think of it that way. It's the opposite of creativity. Fear hampers creativity. So this is the message from the Arcturians, you guys. I hope this made sense. I hope I didn't stutter over my words too much. Everybody take care, okay? Throughout all of this, the solar activity continues, and it's going to continue. All right, so you're prepared. All right, take care of your bodies. Take care of your minds. Meditate as frequently as possible or as much as possible. And meditate can mean different things. Look up different ways to meditate if you have trouble with traditional meditation. All right. Love you so much, soul family. And I will talk to you again very, very soon. Namaste.